How is it going, traders? In today's video we are going to talk about the ICT Killzones and the time levels for reversals. So starting with the Killzones, the ICT Killzone are specified time within the trading day in which the market is mostly volatile and most of the expansion is occurring during these time windows. Starting with the Asian Killzone, the Asian Killzone starts at the 20 EST to the midnight opening are 12 a.m. EST, both for indices and Forex, but we would not trade the indices during the Asian session because the price is too consolidated. Moving on to the ICT London Killzone. The ICT London Killzone starts at the 2 a.m. EST to 5 a.m. EST, both for indices and Forex. Actually, the London Killzone is the major part of the trading, both for the Forex pair and the indices, because most of the European traders are active during this time period. Now let's talk about the volatility drivers. So the European volatility driver and news are released after the 2 a.m., which is significant for the expansion during this Killzone, and we will talk about that in the upcoming video. Now for indices, the London session doesn't directly affect them, but the London Stock Exchange Open could affect the indices as well. Sometimes the indices reversals are occurring right at 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., which is the London Stock Exchange Open. Now let's talk about the London lunch, which I call the dead time. The London lunch is from 5 a.m. EST to 7 a.m. EST. This time is the consolidation and the low probability time for trades. Moving on to the next Killzone, which is ICT New York Killzone. For Forex, it is from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. EST, and for indices, it is from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. We call it an AM session because it is before the 12 p.m. and the post lunch is the New York PM session, which is from 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. EST. The New York Killzone is important because it is overlapping with the London session in this specific time window. Let's talk about the volatility drivers. Major economic releases like 8:30 and 10 a.m. are occurring during the New York session. For Forex, if there is no significant news release at 8:30, you could enter the trade after the 7 a.m., which is the start of the Forex Killzone. And if there is a major important news like CPI, non-farm payroll, so you could avoid trading before the 8:30 a.m. You would trade post the 8:30, which will be set for you. Now let's talk about the indices. Similar to the Forex, if there is high impact news, it's important to wait until the news is played out, and also the indices Killzone is starting at 8:30, so you would not take trade before that time. New York lunch. New York lunch is from 12 p.m. to 1:30 EST. It is also a consolidating and less probable price action during that time, like the London lunch, so you would not enter trade during this time period. Now the New York PM session. The PM session start post lunch at 1:30 p.m. and end at the 4 p.m. EST. Now let's talk about this free indicator from TFO. Shout out to him. These are my settings for this indicator: the Asian Killzone, the London Killzone, the Indices AM session, the Forex Killzone, and the Indices PM session Killzone. It will look like this on the chart. You could adjust the color as you want. These are my settings. You could copy them to your trading view. Now let's talk about the time level for potential reversals. The London session Forex, the reversal window is from 2 a.m. EST to 5 a.m. EST, which is same as the Killzone. What is the framework? You could expect the high or low of the day during this time period. From 2 a.m. EST to 5 a.m. EST, the price will open and make a high or low of the day and then expand to the drawn liquidity. London session for indices, the reversal window is from 3 a.m. EST to 4 a.m. EST. The 3 a.m. is important because it is the London Stock Exchange open. Mostly the London session is creating high or low of the day for indices on the 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So what is the framework? You would wait for a consolidation after the open, and then you would want a high or low of the day to be created in this time window, and then expansion through the New York session. Now what is the evaluation for that? If the price moves toward a drawn liquidity without creating the high or low of the day and London or New York session, so this is annual day, we would not trade that because we don't have the protected swing to stay away from. Now for New York session, what are the important time levels? New York session for Forex, the reversal window is from 7 a.m. EST to 10 a.m. EST. If the London has already reversed, then New York will continue the expansion. If the London is consolidated, then New York will do the reversal and then expansion on specific times, which could be a volatility driver at 8:30 a.m. or 10 a.m. Now same for the indices, the reversal window is either 8:30, 9:30 or 10 a.m. This is the specified reversal window for the indices. If London has already reversed around 3 or 4 a.m. EST, then the New York news or New York Stock Exchange open at 10 a.m. will expand to the drawn liquidity. If the London session is consolidated or protracted, then expect the 8:30 the New York Stock Exchange open and at 10 a.m. to do the reversal and then expansion to the bullish side. Now if the 8:30 is doing reversal, the 9:30 will continue. If the 9:30 is doing the reversal, then 10 a.m. will expand. Now what is the annualization? If the price moves to a drawn liquidity without creating the high or low of the day within the London or New York session, so this is annualization. We won't be trading that setup because we don't have the low or high of the day to trade away from. Here I am on the charts. I will merge both the examples of time levels and the Killzones to one so you could understand the framework. I will show you these in the same examples. This is the indicator ICT Killzone in pivots by TFO. These are my settings. The Asian Killzone, the London Killzone, the New York Indices AM, New York Indices PM, and this is for the Forex. So now I am on the Euro USD, so I will uncheck the New York AM and PM session. I will go over some examples. We haven't created the low of the day in the Asian session. For the Euro USD and the GBP pairs, I want it to create the low of the day in the London or New York session. So we haven't created the low of the day, marking out the daily opening price. So we haven't manipulated below the daily opening price. So this is the annualization from me. I would not engage in any trades. Moving on into the next day. And sorry, I'm doing these examples on the trading view because the FX replay doesn't have this indicator. So I want to show you how you could use these indicators for the purpose of easiness. Now moving on to the next day, the Asian session consolidated. We had a reversal. In the London session, I've told you that the GBP and the Euro pairs will create the low up today, and the London session we have created that low and then expansion to the New York session. Moving on to the next day, Asia had some sort of protection below the opening price. The London consolidated, and then the 10 a.m. news had that expansion to the upside. And one thing more, on the 10 a.m. news day, we could engage in the price action till the 11 or 12 p.m. So this was the time I was mentioning, which will do the reversal. So we reverse on the 10 a.m. right at the news, we manipulated, then we had a change in the state of delivery and expansion to the upside. Moving on to the next day, the Asia has some sort of protraction move in consolidation. Then the London session manipulated and took the Asian lows, and then the New York expanded to the downside. So notice how the price is forming that reversal signature with a specific time period, which is the London session, which is from 2 a.m. to the 5 a.m. EST, and then the New York continuation. Now moving on to the next day, we have swept the previous day high and we hit an Asian session reversal, then expansion to the downside. I would accept this reversal because this is form of the previous day high, which is a significant level, and we had a well change in state of delivery. If you had to trade the Asian session, this is the word I trade, holding through London and the New York session, targeting the equilibrium of the range. Then moving on to the next day, it was a consolidation, London, Asia, and New York. So this is the profile I'm talking about, which is an annualization profile. So marking out the daily opening price, we haven't created a protected swing above the weekly open price, and we haven't taken the previous day high. We had an expansion to draw on liquidity to these lows, but we don't have a protected swing to trade away from. So we melted the Asian, London, and New York session. So this is not trade day for me. I will avoid that day. Moving to the next day, we had Asia consolidation, then London taking the Asian high, and then expansion through the New York. Here I am on the indices, and once again, sorry for the hindsight examples. The Apex replay doesn't have this indicator, so I want to show you price action with this indicator to make it easy. So we had Asia consolidation, and then we had London reversal right at the 4 a.m. confirmed by this change in state of delivery, which is a bit cleaner on the ES. We had a reversal right at the 4 a.m. and then New York AM and PM session expansion to the upside. Moving into the next example, I will mention the time levels so you could trade off of this, keeping them in mind. So Asia had a consolidation, London had a protraction move, and then right at 9:30 we had that reversal, which was confirmed by the closure below the series of upward candles. In other terms, the change in the state of delivery and then expansion through the New York AM and PM session. So notice how these times are very sensitive to the reversal. So we had 8:30 protraction, 9:30 reversal, and then 10 a.m. continuation to the downside. Going on to the next example, we had Asia consolidation, London hit some sort of move to the downside, and then we had protraction right at the New York session, and then the 9:30 had a reversal, and then expansion on the 10 a.m. and followed by the PM session. Moving to today's price action, I want to show you the annualization of the profile. We have our daily opening price mentioned. Have we created a protected low below the opening price? No, we haven't. We had a swing in the Asian session, not off of a relevant level or the previous day low, then expansion to the Asia, London, and New York. So this type of profile I'm not trading because I don't have a point of reversal and a weighted structure. So I will let these days to play out and I will wait for the next day. This is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I will be posting a video about economic calendar, and the next week I will go over the specific time reversal in that video. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, do like the video, and I will see you in the next video.